What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we are going to be talking about NBA 2K20 My Team. We're going to be talking about something that honestly probably isn't the most relevant thing for the game mode. We're going to be talking about dynamic ratings. This is going to be the first and last time we talk about these, other than, this is going to be the second, but also last time we talk about dynamic ratings in general for My Team. You can see here, play the dynamic ratings, domination. Like, dynamic ratings, they don't mean anything. And like, they're just, a lot of people, again, kind of got hype, being like, oh, maybe we could finally get a currency that were useful. Not really. What dynamic ratings are, is this. They are cards that are based on plain air rosters. So if you've ever played plain air rosters, why did I click on training game? How can I just find rosters? Freestyle. I mean, yeah, so you can just see all these players here. I don't know why I've just... How do you check rosters again? I haven't done it. Is it in features? Roster, there we go. It's been that long. So you can see all these rosters. Joel Embiid 96, James Harden 93. However, James Harden is about... James Harden 90, Joel Embiid 96. Joel Embiid is about to get a +1 upgrade, and James Harden is also about to get a +3 upgrade. And you can see that by looking at what the dynamic ratings cards were. So initially he was a... he was an 80, or say 90 overall Harden. Harden has now gone up. So if we look at my collection, dynamic ratings, and then we look at the Philadelphia 76ers, you can see James Harden's here. And James Harden has gone from a amethyst card to a diamond. It's pretty nice. Again, a cheap diamond. There are just so many of them. He's a cheap diamond. And then Joel Embiid has gone to a Galaxy Opal. So Embiid was probably like 6 or 7k. He's now about like 30 or 40k. I think that like anyone saying, oh yeah, we can make a whole lot of MT from this. We can make a whole lot of MT from these cards because if we buy a card and they suddenly go to an Opal, they're going to be expensive. I think that's a very rare situation that happens. I think he has 97 overall. The only players that have a chance of getting to 97 is maybe LeBron, Kevin Durant. If Luka Doncic keeps up what he's doing, maybe Luka Doncic. You can see here, even Kevin Durant has gone up in price. Like, Kevin Durant was not 30k. He wasn't expensive. He wasn't particularly expensive, but he's gone up in price. Maybe he hasn't. Maybe he was always this price. Either way. But you can see here, Kevin Durant on this card, on his normal card, he actually gets 4 Hall of Fame badges. But if you look at the Philadelphia 76ers, James Harden doesn't get any Hoffs. James Harden doesn't get any extra Hoffs, sorry. He still comes with the 6 that he had previously. And if you look at Joel Embiid, Embiid doesn't come with a Hoff. Like, Galaxy Opals come with a guaranteed 14 Hall of Fame badges in this game, other than these cards. But these are just based on regular rosters. So, like, Embiid's sitting here on 0 Hall of Fame badges. Which is honestly not the most ideal thing in the world. I'm surprised Embiid has 0. Like, he's putting together a borderline MVP. Like, he's putting together a potential MVP season. And speaking of MVP, the fact that Luka Doncic isn't even in the top 5 is an absolute farce. Like, just because he showed up out of shape and had a bad first month. Man, Steph Curry's still top 5, and Steph Curry hasn't been good since he broke the damn 3-point record before Christmas. But yeah, so you can see Embiid right here. Like, if you compare this Embiid to, I don't know how many other Embiids do I have. Like, he's on less Hall of Fame badges than freaking Willis Reed. Like, he's less Hall of Fame badges than Amethyst, and he's an Galaxy Opal. Even if you look at his stats, he's a mediocre 3-pointer. His inside game is alright. He's got a terrible steal rating, terrible perimeter defense, not good offense rebounding, and he's super slow. He's super slow. Like, this Embiid isn't... I don't even think he's better than this Mo Bamba, and this Mo Bamba stinks. This Embiid is not better than Steven Adams. I'm just putting it out there. This Embiid is not better than Steven Adams. That is my opinion, and I'm sticking by that opinion. Steven Adams is better than this Joel Embiid. So, like, if you're actually talking about worth, whatever about the tier, he's garbage. He's absolute garbage. James Harden is absolute garbage because it's based on regular rosters. So look at his defense. Look at Harden's defense. 75 lateral with a 56 block, 49 steal, 70 perimeter, and 62 interior. Unusably bad. This James Harden, no matter what upgrades they give him, is not even as good as Tony Allen, who stinks. So that's kind of the problem with these cards right here, is that people don't realize my team and regular rosters are not anyway similar. Like back in the day, they used to be. Back in the 2K14, 2K13 days, my team used to be based on regular rosters. But like, it's just not anymore. It's really just not anymore. Like there are cards. Like there are freaking cards in the base set that are comparable with some of these opals. So lads, honestly, for dynamic ratings, it doesn't matter if they go up in tiers. It honestly doesn't matter. None of these cards are going to be good. Not one of these cards is going to be good. Because not one card you can put from plain air rosters in the my team and they would do well. Like, we have to look at the cards, types of cards we're getting in my team. Like, if you look at the freaking diamond we got a diamond Lance Stevenson, who's A or A plus in everything except basketball IQ, which doesn't matter in game. We've got an amethyst Lance Stevenson with an 88 3 ball, 87 ball handle, ridiculously good defensive stats, unbelievable rebounding, super speed, and 92 lateral, as well as 8 Hall of Fame badges for like 2000 MC. Like, when we've got that, regular roster cards are never going to be able to compete. They are just not going to be able to compete. So, Embiid and Harden got upgraded, which is cool. It is cool to see some cards get upgraded for their dynamic ratings. It is kind of cool to see them doing that, but it doesn't make the card mean the card's going to be good. Dynamic ratings worked in NBA 2K16 because up until it was only at the very end of the game when we started getting like OP unrealistic cards. Like that only used to happen in like June, July. We only started getting unrealistic cards in like 2K17 in probably like completely unrealistic was probably like April, May. By 2K18 it had been unrealistic cards. But 2K19 was when we really started getting the unrealistic cards early, like the Hito Turkoglu and stuff. Yeah, other than that, like, it is what it is. These are kind of a novelty. They're extra pack fodder. They're collection fodder. That's essentially what they are. Again, I couldn't care less about these NBA current series 1. Couldn't care less about base set cards. I'm not going for collections. So I really don't care. But the thing is, we have heat check. We have dynamic ratings. Like, there are currently 4 sets of 450 cards. Like, there are 1,800 cards in fodder. In fodder, absolutely useless fodder. And that's what dynamic ratings are. They are collection fodder. If you are going for this right here. Oh no, level 10, I think I have an Ascension board. No, I don't, thank God. If you are going for this right here, any of these cards, if you are going for Dirk Nowitzki, if you're going for those 80 Hoff badges, if you're going for 250 or for the 250,000 MT, if you're going for Clyde, if you're going for Alex English, because I know people already have Alex English, which means that it's not long at all until we get Dark Matter Dirk. Like, people are going to be getting that card very quickly. Like, if you're going for one of those cards, then yeah, these dynamic rating cards are great, but if you're not, they're absolutely worthless. If you're playing this game thinking, oh my god, I can use like my 93 overall James Harden. He's going to be such a huge upgrade on my 90 overall James Harden that I got like week 1. He's really not. So anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it, lads. That is the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.